Hello and welcome to a very soggy allotment this morning. It's been raining for the last couple of days. It's been raining overnight actually, so it's very soggy down here, but it is holding off at the moment, which is good. I'm down here just to get a couple of little jobs done. I want to mulch my asparagus bed with some coco coir mulch, which I have been using since I started the bed, and it's been working really well at suppressing the weeds and keeping the moisture in, so I'm going to get that done today. Plus my greenhouse was still full of the spare kale and cabbage that I put in there just in case some of my other ones didn't last, but they have all lasted, so I've got a whole row of spares that I'm going to be planting in the other side of my polytunnel, because why not? Might as well use up the space and see how they get on. So I just wanted to get those little jobs done really this morning. So a job I did last week was I came up here, spent a few mornings doing wood chip runs from the wood chip pile, and my whole plot is pretty much now covered in wood chip. The paths look absolutely fantastic. It looks so much tidier. It's keeping the weeds under control. It's one of those jobs where you do, it's so satisfying and you think, why didn't I do this before? Why did I wait so long to do this? So I'm over the moon that I've actually done that now, and it's looking absolutely fantastic. I've got a few other jobs that I want to do over the next couple of weeks. I really want to get the shed cleared out because it's become a bit of a dumping ground. I just want to make sure there's just stuff in there I need now and it's a bit more orderly. A couple of the beds on my plot I do want to put to bed for the winter. I'm not going to be growing anything in a few of the beds this time of year, so I've got some fresh manure I've put in the bottom of some of them. I'll probably just cover them with some cardboard and weight them down. I've got some green manure growing in some of the other ones, so I'll keep them as they are, but I just want to make sure that they're either covered or got things growing in them ready for winter. So that's a few little jobs I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. So the coco coir mulch that I'm using was sent to me by Coco Coir. It's not a paid promotion. They just sent it to me and asked me for a genuine review last year. I used it on my asparagus bed, really loved it, and they sent me some more. They didn't ask me to put it in a video or anything like that. They just asked me to give them my honest opinion, and I absolutely love it. I really rate it. It suppresses all the weeds, it keeps the moisture in, it keeps a lot of pests away from the asparagus, I've found, so it's a complete win-win for me. So it needs water to expand. It will take a bit longer than normal because our water obviously is a bit cold at the moment, but I'm quite happy to wait for that while I start planting up the polytunnel. Has been turned off at the allotment as well at our site, so we're not using our hoses, we're just using our watering cans. So before I start planting up my polytunnel, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you that have subscribed to my channel, because I am now at over 3,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. Honestly, I just can't believe it. I remember about this time last year I hit 1,000 subscribers, hence the mug with 1,000 subscribers on it that my friend bought me. But I just feel so happy, and I just can't believe that, you know, so many of you watch my videos, and I feel like I've made real friends in the YouTube community with other YouTubers and also viewers. It just feels so amazing to be part of something on YouTube, so just a massive thank you to everyone that has subscribed to me. That brings me on very nicely to my question of the day, which is, what do you like watching on my channel? What do you like to see me doing? What videos do you prefer? What format? Please let me know in the comments so I can create more of those videos that you do love watching. So I'm actually going to be planting my spares right along this line here in front of everything that's already planted. The reason that I'm going to be doing that is I don't want the whole polytunnel filled with cabbages and kale, because although how nice that might be, I've got a grapevine in the middle here which I planted last week, and with a polytunnel you can pretty much plant up and sow things pretty much all year round, so I don't want to limit myself by just completely filling the polytunnel both sides. I don't really know what formation I'm going to have in here either next year, so I thought if I just keep everything sort of one side, it starts me off in a good way next year, hopefully. Okay, so I have planted some pointed cabbage, some red drum cabbage, and I actually found some spring onions. I don't know how well they're going to do, but it doesn't really matter if they don't do anything. At least now they've been given a chance to do something by actually being planted out, so I'm pleased with that. I did have quite a few more spares actually that were in my greenhouse. So I think I'm going to plant the 4 Savoy cabbages outside. I am going to be harvesting those cabbages, but I want to harvest them tomorrow just because of the room I've got at home. So what I might do is just leave them up here tonight, and then when I come down here tomorrow, I can plant them in the space of where I harvest the green pointed cabbage that I've had growing all this year. So let's have a look at how the coco coir is doing. Okay, so it's looking really good. It's all breaking apart now. It has taken a little bit longer today, obviously, because the weather is so cold. So the water's really cold, which just makes it that little bit extra, but it hasn't taken that much time, and it's just been doing that while I've been doing something else. So I'm just going to break this apart now, and then I'm going to get it put on top of my asparagus bed. Before I do that, actually, I just want to use some of the manure I've got just to mulch over the crowns. So the coco coir is now nice and expanded. I'm now going to empty that over the asparagus bed, ready for winter. Okay, that's the asparagus bed mulched with the coco coir, ready for the winter. There is actually one more job that I want to do before I leave, and that is I've got more garlic to plant. Danny at Grapevine Garden sent me 3 cloves of elephant garlic, and I really want to get them in. So I remember where they are. I am going to plant them where I've planted the rest of my garlic, inside the polytunnel, and I'm going to plant them in between the cabbages that I have just planted so that I know exactly where they are. That's 3 elephant garlics planted. You might be wondering why I'm not adding much compost in the polytunnel. I have given this whole side a top dressing of compost, but this is the same position that my old polytunnel was in. It just ran the other way, but there's a lot of compost already added in here, so it's actually really good quality soil in here. I'm not too worried. Obviously in spring I'll be doing a lot more adding of organic matter, but at the moment I'm quite happy just to plant directly into this. One thing I did want to mention is that the memberships are now live on my channel, so you can become a member of my channel now. It only costs 99p. There's going to be a few different perks, such as members only videos on there, so please go and take a look if that's something you're interested in. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you again soon.